Hi students. Up till now, we've studied a lot about the different bonds formed by carbon and about different carbon compounds like alkenes, alkanes, carboxylic acids and so many other compounds. In this chapter, we are going to study about two specific carbon compounds that are very useful, both in our daily life and in the industry. The first one is ethanol and the second one is ethanoic acid. So we are going to study about ethanol and ethanoic acid in this chapter. What exactly are these compounds and how do we use them in our daily life? Let's proceed to learn about all that. First, let's study ethanol. Ethanol has the formula C2H5OH. We even studied some of the reactions of ethanol in the previous chapter. As you can see, ethanol is basically formed when one of the hydrogens of ethane is substituted by an alcohol group. As we already know, in naming organic compounds, we first write down the name of the alkane. C2H6 is ethane. Now we substitute one of the hydrogens of ethane with an alcohol group, so we add the suffix -ol. Therefore, the name of this compound is ethanol, C2H5OH. Here's the structure of ethanol. As you can see, one of the hydrogens of ethane has been replaced by an alcohol group. So this is the basic structure of ethanol. Well, have you encountered ethanol in daily life? Ethanol is the alcohol that people generally drink. So ethanol is present in wine, whiskey, beer and many other alcoholic drinks. Understood? This wine glass here has ethanol in it. Let us now learn about some physical properties of ethanol. Ethanol is a liquid at room temperature. We already know that because wine, beer and other alcoholic drinks are liquids, isn't it? Ethanol has a melting point of -114 degrees Celsius. What this means is that ethanol becomes solid at -114 degrees Celsius. It has a boiling point of 78 degrees Celsius, so its boiling point is less than water. Ethanol is neither acidic nor basic, so it does not have any effect on litmus paper. You must have seen, that certain alcoholic beverages emit a pleasant smell. Have you noticed that? Ethanol has this characteristic property of emitting a pleasant smell. Of course, alcohol has a very burning taste. Ethanol has this special burning taste. Ethanol is lighter than water. Its density is 0.79 gram per centimeter cube. Understood? So these are some important physical properties of ethanol that you need to remember. Let's now move on to the chemical properties of ethanol. What are the reactions that ethanol undergoes? Let's study about those things. The most basic reaction of any compound is its reaction with oxygen. When you burn a compound in oxygen, what happens? So when you burn ethanol in oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor are formed. We had learnt, in the previous chapter that most carbon compounds simply form carbon dioxide and water vapor on burning in oxygen. The burning of ethanol is an exothermic reaction, so a lot of heat and light are also produced when ethanol is burnt in oxygen. Understood? This is a highly exothermic reaction. Here, you can see a bowl of ethanol burning here in this picture. Ethanol burns with a bluish yellow flame. We had studied in the previous chapter that, alkanes burn with a pure blue flame. Alkenes and alkynes burn with a yellow sooty flame. Ethanol burns with a mixed flame. It's blue and yellow both. Understood? So this is an important property of ethanol. Another important property of ethanol is the oxidation reaction. We have already studied about this reaction in the previous chapter. When ethanol is treated with strong oxidizing agents like alkaline potassium permanganate and acidified potassium dichromate, ethanoic acid is formed. This compound on the right is ethanoic acid because as you can see it has two carbons and it has a carboxylic acid group COOH. Here, this is the reaction, of ethanol forming ethanoic acid. You can also see here the structure of ethanol and the structure of ethanoic acid. You can notice that one extra oxygen is present in ethanoic acid, isn't it? Otherwise the structure is the same. So this extra oxygen is added by potassium dichromate or potassium permanganate, which are both very strong oxidizing agents. Understood? So this is the oxidation reaction of ethanol. You must remember it. One very important reaction of ethanol is its reaction with sodium. In fact, this is one of the most common reactions of ethanol. Ethanol reacts with sodium to form a salt called sodium ethoxide, and it produces hydrogen gas. Understood? So basically, when you add a small block of sodium in alcohol, you'll get a salt called sodium ethoxide and you'll get hydrogen gas. This formula here, C2H5O- Na+, is the formula of sodium ethoxide. Understood? As you can see, sodium ethoxide is represented in terms of its ions because it's an ionic compound. All sodium compounds on this earth are ionic compounds. That is why sodium ethoxide is also an ionic compound. Here you go. Hydrogen gas is evolved. Hydrogen burns with a pop sound. We've already studied that. So basically, when you add, a small block of sodium in ethanol, a gas that burns with a pop sound is evolved. Understood? So this is a very important reaction of ethanol, and sometimes this reaction is even used, as a test of ethanol to prove that the substance we are, using is ethanol or an alcohol. Understood? So this is important. The next important reaction of ethanol is with sulfuric acid. When we add concentrated sulfuric acid at 170 degrees Celsius to ethanol, ethene and water are produced.